This is a first-year mullein plant, and I like to take the leaves from the first-year mullein plant to use for respiratory symptoms, to use for smoking blends, because the leaves are the freshest and not using its energy for the flowers that's in the second year plant. So these are going to be the softest, the freshest, they burn longer, and I especially like the rosette. And then in the second year plant, which I'll take you to over here in just a second, where Jason is, point to the second year plant. Now that has the flowers on it, and we take the flowers for like earache oil that he has, and that's a great remedy for earaches, for example. So we use that for earaches, and then the leaves for like respiratory. So first year plant, putting it into, you know, the energy's going into the leaves. Second year plant, the energy's going into the flower. So prime time to harvest for leaves is in the first year plant, second year plant's flowers, and then the plant dies. So here, while Jason's harvesting the flowers, I'm going to take some leaves, and actually this is also a sustainable way to harvest the mullein because it's also not killing the plant. This will regenerate and it will still live on and produce more leaves and still produce the flowers next year and reseed, so I can come back and still get the flowers from this plant for next year. So I didn't kill this guy, you know, and I didn't take from this too much from this plant. So here I'm going to walk us over to, again, this is, since mullein's a 2-year lifespan plant, this is the second year. And again, this is why I don't harvest second year leaves, because all the energy is now going not from the leaves, and see, they even look different. See how first year leaves look greener and more supple and fresher than the second year leaves, because all the energy is going into producing the flowers now. So again, I will harvest the flowers from this plant and leave the rest of the plant. So here's a little bud we can take. I prefer to only take those when they're in full bloom. And again, I only take what I need and leave the rest for the pollinators. And I don't take all the blossoms either from this. Sustainable foraging. Again, here's our whole second year mullein plant, and then it will die at the end of this year.